me make sure it started up the right one because I always have to check after the incident. Okay, all right, we're all good. Welcome back, everybody, to the Slice of Shonen Podcast. I am your host on the boat, Sailor, and we are so back, guys. We're so back. We had a week off, you know. I was over chilling with the family at a family reunion. It was a very fun week, or I guess a very fun weekend. You know, I for those wondering, because I know you guys care, I was the MVP of our family's annual kickball game, so I'm kind of a big deal. You can't see it, but I'm like flicking my hair into the wind right now. But yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. And then immediately after that, I was asked by like my 6-year-old cousin why I sound so gay. So like a very fluctuating, a very big fluctuation of emotions there, but it was still a really fun time. Everybody got together, had fun. We got back home safe. We got our dog again. He's running around being crazy as usual, but it was good. It was a good time. How was my favorite 007's vacation? Okay, well, like, you didn't have to like say that. Like, what the fuck? You didn't need to say that. But yeah, it was 0 wins, 0 weapons, 7 centuries since he last cut his hair. Damn, bro. Hello, Akira. Hello. But yeah, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you guys had a good week as well, man. We are, as you can see by our banner, we have officially entered the post MHA arc of the podcast. Everybody say thank you, Zenith, for the wonderful update to our backdrop here. It's very, very nice. Of course, speaking of Zenith, I am not alone here. Yeah. Bro, fucking tear was going down my brother's eye, man. It's not fair. But of course, as you guys can hear already, I am not alone. I have the Silver. I have the me. Hey, how's it going? I have the Taco, and of course the Zenith Annie Manga, whose channel is linked down below along with the Patreon. Make sure you guys go check those out. And yeah, man, just good vibes, man. Just good vibes, man. The Ensemble of Excellence is back. Everything is all good. How'd your guys last week go? My people here in chat right now. How's it, Silver? What was your week like, bro? What was your week like?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's good.
Not much to report.
That's good. That's good. Taco, what about you, bro? What was your week looking like, bro?
It was pretty fucking good. I'll just say that.
True, man. True. Zenith, what about yours, bro? All good?
Pretty busy, but yeah, I've been all right.
True.
Saw some good movies. If anyone saw the new Alien movie, that kicked ass. So
it's so fucking good.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there, putting that energy out to the world that y'all should see that movie. It's really good.
I am currently gearing up to go see that movie. I just finished the first Alien movie, first time ever watch. Really good. And then the third act like stabbed me in my fucking eyelids every couple of seconds with the flashing lights. I don't even have a problem with flashing lights either. So I know niggas were tweaking, bro. God damn. But yeah, no, overall, jokes aside, really good movie. I can see why people like it so much. So I'm probably going to watch Aliens, and then I'll go watch Romulus, because I've been told to stay away from other alien movies. So I'm probably just going to watch those two, and then go see Romulus. It's very good.
It's a
very
great
fun
franchise. It has, like, quite a few movies, a total of 3 good ones.
Hey, man, that's a solid trilogy, though. You know, most series can't say that.
It is, honestly.
Yeah,
It
right?
is, yeah. Pretty solid trilogy.
Yeah, there you go. See, but yeah, man, good stuff here. Hello, Paris. Hello, I said hello, Akira already. Hello, Hardy and Kaneki and Kevin. Hello, everybody. Hello. Make sure you guys like up the stream as you guys are coming in as well. We appreciate that. But I figured we may as well get started. We got a lot of stuff to cover. Let me grab my fucking handy dandy notebook so I can write down these timestamps. So, first up on the docket, we have One New Piece, chapter 1123. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
I'm sorry, I was not paying attention.
I'm gonna be the first to say it. I kind of was hoping Vegapunk would live. I know that has you have issues with that, Sailor, but that is how I feel.
Rest
he is
in
still
peace.
Lilith is right there.
Yeah, Lilith is still there. We got BBL Lilith. It's okay. But yeah, it was it was funny when I was reading this chapter because Sanji was like, "Hey, I didn't like what you had to say back there, Vegapunk, you fucking bitch." And I was like, "Oh, is he a part of the alliance?" And then it like gave him a sensible reason to not like Vegapunk. I was like, "Oh, he doesn't want to join me in my ignorant crusades." Okay, that's fine, I guess.
I will say about this chapter, really important stuff. This is it. Egghead's over. Last chapter.
Yes,
of Egghead.
sir, man.
The arc is finished, and I was talking about this earlier in our chat, but like, holy shit, what a banger of an arc!
So good, man.
One
Like,
of the best in
actually,
the series.
just one of the best. Yeah.
It ended up being way longer than I think anyone expected.
So much longer, yeah.
So much crazier. Look, I don't think any of us expected like all of the Godosei to show up.
Fuck
yeah.
no, bro. Like, even outside of that, I wasn't expecting to see like Shanks versus Kid, Garp versus the Blackbeard Pirates, fucking Law versus the Blackbeard Pirates. Like, damn, bro. This is so good. Yeah, man. This arc was one of them ones.
And that's the other thing I'm wondering, because like, do you think that we're just going to go directly into Elbaf now? Because like normally, after a big arc like this, you transition to a bunch of like other smaller things going around in the world, but like that was all happening in the middle of here. So, do you think we're going to get any more of those smaller things, or are we just going to like dive right in?
I wouldn't be surprised if we do, like if we get like a little look around, because like for example, like the Straw Hats don't know that Kid just got his shit rocked, so like I wouldn't be surprised if we got like a reaction to that. Same thing with what happened to Law, same thing with what happened to Garp.
I think it's a pretty
stuff and Garp stuff though.
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty safe bet that we'll get like maybe one or two like kind of outside world chapters. But at the same time, with the way Oda's kind of been structuring it recently, I wouldn't be surprised if like next chapter maybe like the first half is them getting to Elbaf and then it cuts away, or like vice versa.
I think what we're gonna do personally, based on how Egghead structured, because I get the sense that until the final, like the big story, like War, One Piece stuff, we're kind of going to be going along like an Egghead structure, because Egghead was just meant to be this sort of like intermediary island we stop off on until we get to the big plot. And Elbaf is very much the same way, where I think it's going to be, oh, this is a fun little stop off point, oh, big plot stuff going on. And the way it handled that in Egghead was really good, because it had it treated it very casually at first, in the same way that it's treating Elbaf right now. Like, literally, it's very similar how the attitude the crew is taking about this next visit. It's very similar to, oh, we're going off now to the next place. Oh, it's gonna be fun. And the reason Egghead's structure is so good is it ties in so well to just what's going on in the world right now, where it's this fun little visit. I think the next chapter is just going to be starting with them like on the ship, sort of, getting their shit together beforehand. The same way that like right before coming to Egghead, there was the chapter where it's just the talk about Luffy's dream. Where, like a nice little moment between the crew on the ship on the way there. Then we get there, some minor conflict. And then as we go through, I think we're going to get more looks into what's going on in the world, because the way Egghead handled that was really good. So I think Oda's gonna maybe want to keep doing that. It's just a good precedent, at least.
Another interesting thing about Elbaf to consider is they don't have any like mission or like preset goal. Like, we kind of for a long time, like going from pretty much after Punk Hazard, it's like Dressrosa to Zo to Whole Cake Island to Wano. It was like every island we went to, it's like, okay, we're going here to do this specific thing. Egghead kind of broke that, and it ended up, and that's why it surprised everyone, because no one expected it would be this crazy. Because from the start, we were like, Egghead, no one even we didn't even know this island fucking existed. It was like a complete out of nowhere left field thing, and then it ended up blowing up into this, like, I mean, one of the best arcs in the series. Elbaf has been hyped up since pre-time skip. It's been hyped up for a long time. But it's interesting because even though it's been hyped up, we don't really have any indication of like what it's going to be. Because we know some characters, we know like the culture that the Giants have. We know they're connected to Shanks. There's a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Like for the Straw Hats, essentially they're just going there just to have fun. Like they're just going there. It's like, all right, we escaped Egghead. Let's just go have fun, I guess, on Elbaf, the island we've always wanted to go to.
Yeah.
So I've seen people say like maybe Blackbeard will show up, maybe Shanks will be there, maybe because we already know there's the character Loki, but we don't necessarily know the Prince Loki. We don't know if Loki's a villain. It's like a safe assumption because Loki, but Oda could just not do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially since they played like a pretty big role in taking down Big Mom. So it's like, yeah, that's our number one op right there. Go ahead, like sure.
The only thing I'm like really like looking forward to, or I'm pretty confident, is I think if there is a Prince Loki, I think it's a safe bet that there's going to be a Prince Thor. And if there's a Prince Thor, I think that character should be very strong. Maybe even like the strongest giant.
Oh yeah, strongest giant, like for sure, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of the Norse influence there, but I don't know like how deep it's gonna go like into it. Like how much, dude. I just think it would be so funny if there's an Odin, just back to back two Odins.
Yeah, I mean, bro, there was. You didn't see Yamato?
Okay, man.
Okay, not funny, huh?
Nah, man, I thought it was funny. I didn't laugh, but I did think it was funny.
I did too. But yeah, well, we'll see how it plays out. Because
I don't know.
You know.
Yeah, I feel.
We'll see.
I'm excited.
I'm excited for fucking Usopp, man. I'm excited for him.
He is about to have his arc, and like it's so funny because I think it's gonna be like just really funny seeing the reaction where like he gets big moments, but people are complaining. This was supposed to be Usopp's arc.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what people were saying. That's what people were saying about Frankie for this arc.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's actually stupid. There's no justification for that. Here, though, I get it. I kind of get it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense, of course, because, like, this has always been Usopp's dream.
Yes. So, I mean, I do think... I think he's going to get big moments. I just also think, like, unless he's the main character of the arc, whatever Oda does is not going to be enough for some people. And I think that's going to be funny. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I can kind of understand that because, like, what did Usopp do in, like, fucking, like, Whole Cake? Nothing. What did he do in Wano? What did he do in Egghead? If we get to fucking Elbaf and Usopp is just again, then like I can get it, man. I can understand.
Usopp has basically done nothing since Dressrosa.
Yeah,
and it's not even a case where it's like people love to say like, oh, Chopper's done nothing since forever. Chopper actually had like a pretty big role in Wano.
Very big.
People don't like the Ice Oni subplot, which is fair, but like. But he did do stuff. Yeah, like he did do something. Usopp has literally done nothing. He has not defeated any significant opponent. He is not.
The most that brother did was knock out one of the guards at Onigashima.
All he did was like save Kinemon. I think maybe.
Forgot about that.
Kinemon. I think that's like all he did, and even then, it's like he didn't really like. He just like
he just stumbled across his legs and then just grabbed him. Yeah.
Like he hasn't done anything very significant in a long time, so I'm expecting some cool Usopp stuff.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
This is the difference between me and One Piece fans. I think is like I just let it go, man. You know, he hasn't done shit in a while. All right, cool. This is what it is like now. I get it, bro. I get it, Oda. You don't got to do nothing for me. I got you. He's done. He's watched. My goat is watched. I understand.
Goddamn, a fucking agenda. He's washed, bro.
I'm
It's
anti-agenda. I will not be taken in.
Damn, bro. Yeah, no, I can totally understand.
I do hope he does cool stuff, though. Genuinely, in this arc, it'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him have another big moment. The past couple of arcs have been very Luffy centered, which, hey, I'm not mad at. That's my fucking goat. But like, I can understand the desire for like wanting other members of the crew to get some shine as well. And I think Elbaf will probably be the place for it.
Yeah.
I've seen the idea. It's a very popular theory that people believe if Loki is a villain, then that would be Usopp's fight. Like he fights Loki, and it would be like
Trickster. Yeah.
That could be cool.
And it'd be like Usopp defeating a giant in a battle, which would be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty sick. Yeah, it'd be like a fucking
That would be awesome.
Run back, sort of like a run back Alabasta. That'd be cool. I'd like
Mm-hmm.
that. Yeah, man. My guy is gonna he's gonna untie the knot that he has in his pocket. He's gonna let out like a big thing of conkers, and it's gonna be awesome.
It's a safe bet that Usopp is one of those characters where he tends, because of his lies, but also because of his achievements, he tends to become like a legend on a lot of the islands they go to. Like Dressrosa, he has a statue with Luffy.
Gold Usopp.
And he also has a statue on Skypiea. I wouldn't be surprised if by the time they leave Elbaf, whatever he does, when they leave Elbaf, he's going to be very well respected by the Giants.
Yeah.
I think it would be okay. So if Loki does like play a significant role in this arc, I think it would be a lot more interesting if he's less of an antagonist and plays more of a mentorship role for Usopp. Because like maybe showing him that his way of being brave isn't wrong. That like he doesn't have to be like the other giants, and being a trickster is okay too.
That would be cool. Yeah. That'd be like a nice little subversion.
Because you're never gonna like see Usopp do things like Luffy does them. And it's like holding him to that kind of standard is weird.
Here's the thing though, I'm actually kind of thinking it might be the opposite.
Why is that?
Because Loki's very young.
Oh,
he's 60. He's like 60 years old. So
okay, so I
60 is young now, chat. Y'all hear that?
Yeah, you would say that, wouldn't you?
What the fuck? You gotta say that shit. I thought we could have bonded. Go ahead.
So if I'm remembering correctly, and obviously chat, someone correct me if I'm wrong. In Big Mom's flashback, Big Mom was like 5 years old, and they literally said like, "Oh, the king or whoever is celebrating the birth of Prince Loki." So Loki and Big Mom's 68. So Loki is like 63 years old. Giants live to be like hundreds upon hundreds. So Loki, in terms of giant age, is like a teenager. He's probably like a young adult. He's probably like 18,
they were giant age.
I feel like we could have left out like giant age. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we could have just said like, "Hey, 60 is pretty young," you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nice try, buddy. You're not
even if 60 is young, Sailor is still old. What the fuck you gotta say that? What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, man, it's okay.
Nah, man, I feel like we could have bonded together, man. Damn, I could have been like, yeah, man, 60. You know, we'll all reach that age someday, hopefully. Some quicker than others, not me. But you know, I feel like we could have, bonded over that.
And it's one of those things where it's like, he's gonna be like 60, so Oda could write him to act. He's 60 years old, so he could act like an adult. But I feel like why would Oda make him that age to begin with? Like, why would he be like, oh, because it doesn't connect to anything really in Big Mom's flashback, where it's like, oh, they're celebrating the birth of Prince Loki. It's just like an offhand comment. Loki is a character that's like Oda's mentioned a few times. Mostly in relation to Big Mom, because he's mentioned during her flashback, and then he fell in love with Lola and wanted to marry her, but Lola didn't want to marry him, so she ran away.
60's the new 14. Yeah, man. I feel like we could go with that. Makes sense to me.
By giant standards.
I feel like, we could leave that out. But that's just me, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's just me.
Yeah, man.
And that's because Haruden's also in Big Mom's flashback, and Haruden, I don't know if we know his exact age. It might have been revealed in an SBS or something, but he was like a kid.
Decrepit.
He was
ass.
Comparatively, he was a child during her flashback. Now he's an adult, and he's the leader of the new giant pirates. And they specifically, it's the new generation, the young generation of giant pirates. It's he's 70 or 80 years old. You know what I mean? It's
he's 81 years old.
How old?
81.
81. Okay.
Yeah. That's still a 20-year gap, though. So, yeah, I can get that. For Trucity and also Trucity. Yeah, man. There was that. There was the fucking the Vegapunk setting up this massive plan to trick York, which was another big part of the chapter. I thought it was funny how they're just hey, one of us is the traitor, and Vegapunk was I bet it was Lilith, that fucking dickhead. And until it was oh, it's actually York. He's oh, damn, my bad.
I'm so sorry.
I am so sorry.
In his defense, she is supposed to be a culmination of all of his evil. So
absolutely.
It's a fair first guess.
Yeah, that's a fair guess.
It's funny because that's all the fans reacted. All the fans were immediately it's Lilith. She's the traitor.
Oh yeah, I mean, it makes sense. She's literally the evil one. It's just we have everyone and then the nefarious nigga in the corner. It's like that. It's that one meme where it's the two people standing next to each other and the guy on the left is it all dark. Is why is bro so mad? That's the entire Vegapunk lineup and then Lilith. Damn, bro, it's nefarious, man. But yeah. Them figuring out the whole plan, them doing their whole thing, erasing their memories. Cool, man. Cool. I also thought it was funny where he's hey, you've erased your memories. Also, the Straw Hats are here. Also, the government is here. Also, the Gorosei is showing up. Also, Kizaru's with them. It's what the fuck is going on, bro?
You're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't read what the TCB. I didn't read the TCB translation this week. I only read the official. But in the officials, it was when he woke up after having his memory erased, he found a letter, and it was man, you got some crazy stuff coming, LOL. And it's I just a fucking asshole.
He's trolling himself.
Is that really what it said? I'm the complete opposite.
Hold on,
I only read the TCB this week for One Piece. That's funny. In the TCB, it's much more formal.
Oh, it's so okay. So I'm looking at the official right now. It straight up says there are many surprises in store for you. Lol.
It's like the fucking One Piece equivalent of "you're not gonna believe this." Oh man, bro, Nigga's a troll to himself, bro. That's crazy. That's so deplorable. Do you realize how fucking crazy it is? To sit back and be oh my god, there's so much information here. We're gonna die. There's a traitor. Okay, guys, we need to come up with a big plan in order to get out this message to the world so at least our deaths mean something. Hey, prank him, John. Hey, you already know. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's fucking insane, man. Damn, but oh well, man. That's Vegapunk. Shout out to him. Dead. All we have left is BBL Lilith and I guess York, but York is fuck off somewhere. We don't know. We don't care. We're going to Elbaf, man. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh yeah.
A long time coming.
Yeah, man. It's been fucking 5 ever, man. But yeah, we're finally here. I'm super excited. Are you guys ready to move on to the next chapter? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
What's the next chapter?
Jujutsu Kaisen. I was just gonna read some of these comments and then we can move on. Oh, true. All right. Next up is Black Clover. No, I'm kidding. Let me read through some of these and then we'll switch over to the next one. Fucking Hardy saying, "Don't sleep on Prometheus, Zenith." What's your response to that? No comment. Got it.
Genuinely though,
I'm sleeping. Nah,
I
okay,
think-
genuinely. Sorry, you're the guy.
well, we're gonna say the same thing.
That's true.
We have the same opinion on Prometheus. Me and Zia both agree. Prometheus genuinely has a lot of really good ideas, like really interesting ideas, and I even like a lot of the scenes in Prometheus. But I just don't really like the place it has in the alien universe. I think the xenomorphs were better the less we knew about them. I don't think we needed to learn their origin. But also it's too late now, so who gives a fuck? The movie
So you think it would have worked better as a standalone movie?
Yeah, I think Prometheus,
Genuinely.
if you just take the plot of Prometheus and disconnect it from Alien, I think it's actually a pretty good movie.
I can work with that.
True.
But I will say, and no spoilers, obviously, I think Alien Romulus, as the first good Alien movie we've gotten since Prometheus, I think it does a good job of using those ideas to its benefit. So I think going forward, Prometheus is going to get better.
Fair enough.
Good way to put it.
W.
Yeah, no, I'll admit, I'm obviously not going to say how they implemented it, but the way they did it was actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Fair and true.
We were kind of shook. I ain't gonna lie, fellas. If y'all
It
seen the
fucked
movie,
me up.
me and Taka were kind of shook.
I was pretty fucked up.
Fair and true.
But anyway,
Let me read the rest of this. Kevin saying used ass mid and the captain of the mid pirates.
he's
Oh,
so
he's already
for
dead.
real about that.
Again, preaching.
He's already dead, dude. Just fucking leave him alone.
Bro, no, man. I know Sleep in Danger. He's got some stock. It's gonna pay off, man. I believe in him. I don't believe
Bro is
in
sleeping
Kid,
with
but
the
I
fishes.
Hey man, when you see Kid begging for his life and barely being able to breathe on Elbaf, okay, stay on that side. Thank you.
How would you guys
Can't breathe
feel
now.
genuinely if we get to Elbaf and one of the first things we see is Kid's crew, and Luffy goes up to him and he's like, "Oh, you're fucking Jaggy's crew. What's up?" And they're like, "Straw Hat, this is Kid's grave.
Nigga, we
We just buried him." And it's he's just straight up dead. There's a gravestone and everything. That would be fucking crazy.
Oh my god.
That would never happen because then we couldn't have a party at the end of the arc.
No, we could.
That's so true. He doesn't fucking care about it. You're so
Luffy wouldn't.
Bro.
I don't think Luffy would be Luffy would be kind of bummed. I don't think Luffy would be that fucking
We
sad. about
gotta
it if
celebrate him
Yeah,
for who
no,
he was,
like-
bro.
Celebrate who he was.
Yeah.
What, an asshole?
Well, no, 'cause, the thing is Luffy isn't that dumb. He knows the risk of what it is to go sailing out on sea and challenging these emperors. Or it's yeah, he'd be bummed, but he understands.
Oh
Yeah, if they
my
told him he tried to fight
God.
Shanks and Shanks fucking nuked
Shanks
him, then Luffy's
fucking
yeah,
annihilated.
that's what happens.
Yeah,
We'll have the
man.
fight now. I wouldn't call it that, man.
Oh my god, bro. Dude, if we live in a timeline where that happens, Twitter would never recover. Fucking agenda piece would be holy
Oh my
fuck. That would
goodness.
that would reach new levels of toxic, bro. That's DEFCON 1 levels of clowning, bro. Oh shit. Oh my god, bro.
I'm telling you right now,
Oh no.
I still believe this is going to happen, but at the same time, the story is at a place where I don't really know. If Blackbeard and Shanks do fight, you need to be prepared for the most toxic fucking.
Oh, absolutely.
Bro, if you think Gojo and Sukuna was bad, you need to get fucking ready for Blackbeard and Shanks. Because Shanks fans are fucking feral, and Blackbeard fans are the biggest fucking trolls. That shit is gonna go so insane, dude.
I am
Dude, I
so
can't
ready.
fucking wait for that day.
I'm so ready
It's
for
gonna
that
be
fight
fucking
to
glorious.
happen, and then it cuts to something else.
Oh,
No, dude.
Shanks is cooked.
It just cuts to their last attack, fucking Blackbeard and Ace. It's no, bro, fuck. Oh, dude.
Yeah, and that's why Luffy's gonna win because we have to see his fights.
Yeah, right. Blackbeard's just like, oh, I
You
don't
can't
have any
hide behind the
off-screen
off-screen
hockey.
hockey.
Yeah.
I genuinely think the only fight that could surpass that one in toxicity is Shanks versus Mihawk, which is a fight
we're never gonna get.
Yeah.
Never gonna get.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only one that I think, if Shanks and Mihawk ever fought on screen, oh my god, dude.
Oh,
That shit, like,
God.
people would be having, like, actual gang wars in the comment sections, bro. That shit
Bro,
is crazy.
could you imagine, like, even just a panel, like, the Emperors arrive at Laugh Tale and fucking Mihawk and Shanks look at each other and we get a panel of them clashing, bro. Like, if that was it, like, that would be enough to send Twitter into a frenzy, man.
Dude, people would be power scaling the specks of dirt on their faces.
Oh,
They'd be like,
yeah,
Shanks has,
absolutely.
like, one more speck of dirt, so he's losing.
Well, if
Like,
you notice,
people-
Shanks is only using one arm to clash with Mihawk, who's using two. So if he had both arms, then he would be the strongest swordsman.
That's true. That is just how it works.
That's how it would work, yeah.
I mean,
Bro, you'd be seeing.
I mean,
people
hey,
pull
I know
up
for a fact-
the Kenpachi fight from Bleach where he uses 2 arms instead of 1.
Yeah, but like, bro, yeah, you saw what happened in Bleach. What? The what now?
I mean, I know for a fact we're gonna be here sweat scaling.
Yes, sir, bro.
Alright, so
Yes,
I get-
sir. We're gonna be fucking. We're gonna be seeing that shit, man. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, let me look through the rest of these fucking comments. Shout out to Kaneki for donating the 10. Says Yuji really has grown in comparison to his talk he had with Junpei. He's reaching out his hand, but Megumi has to want to take it. Also, Megumi trying to put Yuji onto his sister has me weak. I agree.
That was so funny. We'll get
I
to
thought that was
yeah.
I thought that was funny and cute. It was very it was very nice. But we'll get that. Like we said, we'll get to that. Weary saying that we can't wait to meet more princesses in Elbaf. Oh, brother. Hey,
All
man,
right, man.
I get
All
it,
right,
man.
man.
I
mean,
understand.
Yeah, it's probably gonna happen. It's most likely gonna happen.
Shout out to
Y'all
the
not down with the
giantess
giant
waifus.
princesses.
Yeah, shout out to the giantess waifus, man. I agree. Alex saying the boys are back. True, man. We make it look good. Shout out to all my High School Musical maniacs out there, dude. Good movies, solid films.
All of the High School Musical maniacs, bro. Like none of them. In the
Whoa! What the fuck, bro? I know there's like a couple in chat, brother. I know a couple of them. They just fucking rip
Chad,
their
you
shirt
cannot
off.
stand for this slander.
What the fuck do you mean? They're good movies.
Yeah, you guys-
Fighting back,
you
bro.
guys
They're
have your
good
name.
You guys can
movies.
fight back. You can say something. You don't need to take this.
What the fuck, chat? Nah, they're good movies, man. What the hell? What the hell is this slander?
I do like High School Musical number 2.
See, that
I think
was
the
a
second
good
one's the best
movie. I agree. That was the best one. That shit ruled. Let me see. Akira saying, is it just me or has mid just become a nothing burger critique at this point? Brother, it's been that way for a while. Like,
Dude.
it's been that way for a
Yeah.
while. Niggas don't even use it right. I think you were talking about that later in chat. Niggas don't even use it right. It was either you or Manu, one of the two. But yeah, people will be like, yeah, this is mid, 7 out of 10. Nigga, like, what? What the fuck? Like, what? I have legitimately heard people online try to be like, well, listen, you know, like, so many anime out there are like 7 out of 10, so like it's just mid. Like, it has to be like an 8 out of 10 to like really impress me. I'm like, we literally, has the education system failed us this much? We literally have the definition of mid and it's a 5 out of 10. Just give it a 5 out of 10. Like, is this the fucking IGN culture where like IGN would be like, oh, this game sucks, 7 out of 10? Like, is that what it is? Like, I don't understand. I am so confused. Niggas will just use it and they like, they'll just say something is mid and they don't want to fucking talk about it or like emphasize why. It's just like, whatever, it was mid, and then they just move on. Like, bro, if I need it, listen, man. Next year we need to leave this wrong use of mid behind, okay? I better start seeing some fucking 5 out of 10s. Stand on that shit. Are niggas just too pussy to call something a 5? Like, I don't know what it is.
I will always stand by this. The problem with media literacy in social media is not people are not reading and watching enough dog shit. They have this skewed understanding of average quality. They just don't actually get how bad it can get.
I don't know, bro. I think a lot of people are watching JJK.
Whoa, stray of hell. What the fuck?
I'm here all night.
What the hell? What the hell? You didn't have to say that. But
well, I just got to be the resident JJK hater at this point. I just got to embrace it. I don't even like hate it that much. I just got to embrace it.
That's fair, live into the role. Yeah, I get that.
Really?
I get that.
I think the current chapters are actually pretty good.
I can respect it.
I haven't been reading them. I've just been kind of skimming them, but I actually think the last couple chapters have been pretty solid.
That's so real of you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. For true and for trucity. But yeah, niggas just use the term like mid. They don't even fucking use it right. Like, I just don't understand, man. Just give something a 5. Has the education system failed so many people? Well, obviously it has, but like, god damn, man. we don't have to talk about, just the wrong use of mid to see education systems failing people. It's they're not the best.
I will say, at least, because I know it's different in other countries, at least here in the U.S., anything below a 70 is not passing grade in school. So maybe that's got something to do with it.
That could be it, too.
I can see that.
Good point.
They changed that, though. We haven't been in school in a while. We're pretty old.
We? You speak French, nigga?
Right, you're right.
I mean, I'm going back to school in a few
weeks.
What
the fuck? Bro.
Sorry, I didn't.
What the fuck?
Taylor's really old.
What the hell? No, man. It's the inverse, man. It's the opposite. But yeah, Silver, you're our fucking boots to the ground soldier. You got to let us know. Because that is a good point. I didn't think about that.
I'll be sure to let you guys know after a few weeks.
Yeah.
We'll
we need you to fail your first test and see what they.
Okay, well, hold on a second.
Bro, it's for science.
Precisely like a 60.
Yeah.
Can you do that, man?
But yeah, man, I just wish people fucking use the term right. I don't know, fucking dumb. It's one of those like old man yelling at the sky things that I have in my life. It's just like, man, you're not even fucking using the term right. Shut the fuck up. Ah! But yeah. Anyway, that's just me. I agree with you. Let me see. I want Usopp to have something I want Usopp to have something in this arc, especially since his dream is to become a brave warrior of the sea and also see Elbaf. Very true. Very, very true. Windsmoke's Wanji stole Zoro's arc and Frankie's arc. Usopp, you're next. You're next, buddy. It's time for more Sanji character development. Let's go. Usopp will get his time to shine in an SBS. No. No, honestly, bro.
Genuinely might happen.
It could. That's the sad part. Usopp will get advanced conquerors in Elbaf. I will cope as much as it takes. Hey, man. That's just how it is. It's like that, it's like Yuji's speech at the end of Shibuya. It's just like, I will cope. Change your name, change your face, change the agenda. I don't care. I will cope as long as I live. I don't need a reason to cope. The agenda will always agenda, and maintaining it is the top priority. Hey, man, I get it. Let me see. I'm here for Kagurabachi and Bumgumi's slander. Damn, bro. I hope you're not here for Kagurabachi slander, because we're going to be praising that. But Bumgumi's slander, dang, you might be in for it. I don't know. Let me see. Wait until they get to uni and write their first midterm. True, bro. True. Let me see. You shoot for Sanji like that? Hey, man. Sanji got shooters. Not too much. Knowing Oda, imagine, and I know this would piss people off, but honestly, it would be hilarious and cool if in a serious moment Usopp uses Conquers. That would be cool. Yeah. I mean, niggas only really, a lot of niggas only really care about power scaling. So, that would infuriate them. But I think it'd be pretty funny. I think it'd be cool. I think my goat just has it in him like that,
Has he lied about having it before?
Yes.
All right.
Then yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah. Cool. It's gonna happen. Let's get it.
W theories.
W theories, man. W correct opinions. Let me see. Kagurabachi #1. We are here. True.
Yes.
True, man.
A true Bachi bro is here.
True Bachi bros, man. Sleepy Danger saying exactly. Kid will stay on that side. Kid will be back. Amen. And then immediately Kevin saying kid stocks are in the gutter. We love to see it. The duality of man. Holy shit, man. Oh God. You're so right. I had this convo with someone last night. Hey man, it's just thank you. I'm happy, you know, somebody else is thinking about these things. High School Musical is peak, I fear. Thank you. See? That'd be great. Luffy versus Zoro would be a top 3 toxic fights, and all of it would be carried by Zoro fans. Yeah. They'd be like, why is Luffy like shitting on Zoro? What's going on here? Zoro is supposed to be like the strongest. That would for Trucity. I will not stand for High School Musical slander. Thank you, chat. Damn. Thank you. Everybody is coming back to this side. Sailor, we live in America. That should answer your question. So very true. Fucking Sosuke in chat saying sorry. 5 out of 10 AF take. Not gonna lie. Thank you, Sosuke. We appreciate it. Review inflation is 100% a real thing. Very, very true. Yes. Sailor invented the code of conduct. I mean, shit, man. I wish. I wish, man. I wish. Did y'all see Naruto's editor cook the fuck out of Western fans for the reading comprehension of Japanese manga? Yeah, we did. We talked about it for a while.
We had a long convo.
We had a long conversation about it, and it was so funny because there's a lot of nuance as to like what he was saying with that. But of course, in an article where this editor is saying, yeah, a lot of people over in the West don't really think critically about shonen manga. Of course, Twitter goes online and says, yeah, see, you guys can't read, and they don't think critically about the statement like at all. It was very funny. It was very funny.
And also, I think there is just a lot of interesting stuff about that statement, because he's like, I think just Japanese audiences, they've had this longer, they look more closely at, their Japanese media. It's like, this is the same, like, country that created Rent-a-Girlfriend and continues to create it. So, I'm just maybe they're not all that discerning. Maybe these are just normal people.
Not too much on Latina-chan, man. Not too much.
Maybe these are just like normal people reading their stuff.
Yeah, man.
Like I don't think anyone would say that. Like over here in the West, I don't. Okay, maybe they would.
I was about to say you better.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay. If someone said that over here, like for like in the reverse, they would be cooked for that,
Yeah, I think there's just so much stuff that you could look at in terms of it. I mean, like, to be clear, chat, I do think niggas are just fucking stupid. I do think niggas are just dumb. Like, I'm not trying to discount that. We were just talking about how the education system has fucking failed niggas. They use the term mid wrong. So, like, I do think that's the case, but like you also have to look at issues with translation, which could be a massive disconnect. I mean, for God's sakes, the English translation, the official translation, is still calling Zoro a core character in the series, Zolo, for no reason other than the fact that One Piece had a terrible 4Kids dub, which could be another reason as to why One Piece isn't as big. Another thing could just be that, in my opinion anyway, Naruto's opening arcs kind of slapped the dog piss out of One Piece's opening arcs in terms of quality. There's also the thing that we've brought up where like a lot of Naruto is more so focused on fights and like choreography, which is much more of a universal language rather than Japanese and its culture and things like that. And that could be a reason as to why, like, he was saying like drama in One Piece is a bit more difficult to understand than in Naruto because of like that sort of like almost unseen language barrier, because I don't think One Piece drama in itself is like any better or worse than Naruto. But there's like a lot of conversations you could have, even like down to something as small as like, hey, over here in the States, One Piece has not had like a good video game. Whereas like for a lot of people have core memories of playing like Dragon Ball or Naruto games on their couch when they were a kid. And that opened them up to the world of that series and made them invested in it and made them want to get more into it. And that's become a very core part of their personality, essentially, just like being into that anime or anime in general. They haven't really had that in terms of One Piece over here. But there's a lot of stuff that goes into why One Piece may not be as big over here as in comparison to Japan. There's a lot of nuance to it, but of course, people on Twitter just don't think critically about it, and they'll just use it to dunk on other people. So, that's what it is at the end of the day. Like, it's sort of proving his point in a sense, or at least what a lot of people think his point is. But hey, man. That is social media. That is Twitter. But yeah, we did see it, and we had a good talk about it, man. We had a good talk about it. Let me look through the rest of these, and then we'll move on. Let me see. Taco wakes up every Sunday with a renewed hatred for JJK. So real. So real. Damn. Black Clover's fall off is interesting. Damn, man. I'm interested to see what people's opinions are of the new Black Clover chapters. I actually liked them, but I saw there was a couple people who didn't like them. So it'll be something when we get there. Next JJK chapter might be top 5 depending on how Sukuna goes out. Hey, man. Hopefully good. Hopefully good. Here for Kagurabachi praise, as you should, Exalted Space, as you should. Sanji's fans are stronger than me, for real. Can't be easy shooting for a character the author actively tries to make the next Epstein disciple. It's crazy. God damn, bro. Not too much on my goat, man. Not too much on my goat. Let me see. Hot take: Naruto gets carried by nostalgia too much. If you remove the nostalgia bias, it's the worst of the big 3. That's a weird way to spell bleach, but like, I get it. I've never spelled bleach like that, but like, I get it. You know,
crazy ass keyboard he's got.
That's a crazy fucking keyboard, man. No, it's funny too, because like, I love Bleach. I just don't love it nearly as much as like One Piece and Naruto. Nah, man.
It's my
Naruto is
least
just
favorite of the 3.
Yeah, Naruto is just like really good. I need to reread Naruto. I recently did not recently. This is like years ago at this point, but I did a watch through of Naruto to Boruto, and like, Naruto, goddamn. Boruto, at least the anime, a 2-pack of ass. That shit sucked. I hear the manga is going crazy. For all my Borutoites out there, you know, they introduced the fucking multiverse. So like, hey, good on y'all, I guess. I hope y'all enjoy that. I'll probably catch up to Boruto at some point so I can see what the fuss is about. But yeah, man, Naruto is very good, and so is Bleach. I know I said, you know, it sucks, but I actually really love Bleach. I do. Let me see. Let me see some more. They do opening arcs are crucial towards gaining an audience in One Piece, ain't that? Yeah, there's a reason why like a lot of people, at least over here in the West, they'll be like, when recommending One Piece, they'll be like, hey, wait till you get to like Baratie, or like wait till you get to Arlong Park. That's when it like really gets good. If you don't like those arcs, then you can drop it. It's not like, yeah, you'll love it from chapter 1.
And it's like, that's not always going to be the case. Like, I like it. I forget what it's called, but just like one of the very first arcs when Buggy's introduced. I like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's a good early. But like, come on.
Bro, you compare that to like the tuning exams, it's like, holy fuck.
Or even just like the Land of Waves, like, oh my
yeah,
God.
right? Oh my god,
Like,
Orlando Waves
as
is
an
so
intro
good.
arc, it does a much better job of grabbing people, I think, like on average.
Yeah.
And just from what I've seen at least. But
yeah, man. Bro, I reread chapter 1 recently in Naruto. Bro, I was like getting emotional. I was like, god damn, this shit's good. Like hearing Iruka like praise Naruto for like his aspects, and Naruto sitting behind the tree crying. I'm like, god damn, bro. That's my fucking goat. Oh my god, man. This shit is so good. This shit is so good. Let me see. Let me finish these off and then we'll get started again. It helps the Storm games are basically better ways to consume the manga and anime. Same with Dragon Ball. Yeah, for sure. Storm games are so good, man. Fuck, they are so good. It's crazy how we're looking at maybe 3 adaptations of One Piece running simultaneously. Amen. We're on top. Don't believe their lies. Blue Vortex is still ass. Damn, bro. Damn, bro. Great first chapter, though. I won't deny it. Hey, shouts out.
It's fine.
Bleach needs a solid game. I agree. Hopefully, the new one is gonna be good. But what were you
I
saying, Zane?
realized recently what bothers me about Boruto, because like I've always had issues with it as a sequel to Naruto.
I agree.
It just does not feel like a sequel to the series, like stylistically, in terms of characters, in terms of the world building. It just feels like a different series,
Yeah.
like entirely. And I realized it feels like it's trying to be Bleach.
I can get that. I can
Like,
understand
I don't know,
that.
just like with how the fights are, with a lot of the crazy like abilities they feel like Bleach abilities in a lot of ways.
I can understand
And
that.
it's like it feels like it's trying to be Bleach, but without any of like the skill that Kubo has.
Without the
like-
fucking drip.
Straight up.
Sauceless bleach.
Genuinely, yes. I'm not like that's what it is to me at this point.
God damn, bro. Yeah. One Piece. Yeah, I don't think Naruto should have had a sequel either. Yeah,
Should have
man.
had like an anthology series, if anything, like just
For
different
sure.
points in
I know, like, the
lore or
light
whatever,
novels
that
were
kinda
going-
cool.
They were doing pretty well for Naruto. I wish they just kept it at that. I'm excited for whenever we get the next Bleach arc, though. That'll be good.
Hey, yeah, if
yeah, man.
ever.
Hopefully, yeah. But anyway, we've read enough comments here. You guys ready to move on to the next chapter?
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 266. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
My boy Yuji is back.
It's good to see him fight, It's good to see him fighting.
God, man. I fucking love Yuji Itadori, man. God. Okay, so to go back to what we were saying about Megumi, I actually thought that was very sweet. Like Megumi saying like, "Hey, if anything, if Sumiki was to get together with anybody, I want it to be someone like you because I know you take care of her. And like I'd be happy seeing you two off and like just living our normal lives." That was very sweet. I can
You know,
laugh
I
at
thought
the
so too.
memes, but like I thought that was very cute.
Bro was writing fanfic.
Not
It is
too
cute,
much.
but God, it's so funny. Like he was just like closer he got to Yuji, he was just like, oh my God, you'd be perfect for her.
You'd be perfect. It is funny to think about. It's just like, oh man, Yuji, I really wanted to live a normal life. I wanted to eat homemade meals. I wanted to, just watch our clothes sit out in the sun to dry off. Just the thought of you like sleeping with my sister, that would be nice. It's like, whoa, what? No,
Okay,
nothing.
I don't
Nothing. No, man. Like that is funny to think about. But in
Yeah.
actuality, I thought this was very
It's just
cute.
being sweet, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's funny.
It is funny. It is funny. But yeah, it's nice to actually have some development in terms of Megumi's status, because that was a criticism I had for a very long time, where it's like, damn, we are just not paying any attention to Megumi. It feels like after he was like, nah, I'm good, we just like didn't do shit with him for a while. So it's kind of nice to see Megumi like to be able to have like a couple pages of just like catching up with him and Yuji essentially having to come to terms with the fact that like, hey Curb, we gotta kill this nigga, I really do like the fact that they excuse me, that they had this talk in like I guess the fucking innate domain vestige realm thingy.
Whatever this is.
Yeah, I like the fact that they had this talk and Yuji coming to terms with the fact that like, hey, I always thought, like, originally, like, man, I could take some pain that other people are going through, but, like, after understanding this harsh reality that people have had to face and, like, this pain that they have to face, basically, I can understand why someone wouldn't want to have any more of it. Like, I can understand why someone just wouldn't want to live anymore, essentially. Just a very nice way of sympathizing with Megumi and his fucking mental at this point. And while it would be great to bring back Megumi, it is like I like this moment where Yuji essentially has to come to terms with the fact, like, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it unless Megumi wants to be saved. And that kind of going into Megumi dropping that nigga in a hole and Yuji punching him, that was very sweet. I still don't think Megumi is, like, ready to come back. I think Megumi is just kind of like, hey, I'll help you out here. Yeah, but please just finish this. Which that in itself was, like, kind of confusing to me. Not in the sense of, like, Megumi, like, in the character development and stuff like that. I think that was pretty well done. But, like, just the way Sukuna phrases it, it was in both translations where he was just like, my malevolent, or my 10 shadows is gone, so this must be Megumi's. It's like, what do you mean? Like, what?
I think what he's trying to say is that he's referring to the same 10 shadows technique. Like, there's only one 10 shadows technique, but it wasn't working for him, so he assumes the technique was just overall done for.
Yeah.
That's what but clearly it's not, because it's being used against him now. I think that's what it's trying to say, but in both translations, maybe it's a translation thing. Maybe the phrasing is just actually confusing in Japanese.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe you got some, like, Japanese podcast going on right now where someone's just having, like, the same issue.
Like, yeah, what the fuck were they talking about, man? Yeah, no, it was very, like, it was kind of confusing, especially the whole 10 shadows issue in general is just, like, fucking weird, because, like, he still has shadows left, but I guess it's just no good anymore because Mahoraga's gone. Okay. Whatever, though. I thought that Megumi fighting back was nice. You know, Yuji smiling at him was very wholesome as well. But man, dude, chat, enough of the wholesome shit, man. I want to talk about the sickest page this week, which is just Yuji and Sukuna battering the fuck out of each other, dude. Oh my god, chat, I fucking ripped my shirt off. I roared. I was primal for a few seconds seeing that page, man. That shit was so cool. Oh my god, just that whole panel of them just like, I'm a big fan of pro wrestling, so like I love it when matches like devolve from like this technical battle between two pros to just like, man, fuck you, and they just like it just turns into like a bar fight essentially. So seeing the same thing happening, yeah, just seeing it's just like these two like, oh well, I have to use Hollow Wicker Basket to be in his domain. Oh, but should I use RCT to heal my technique? I don't know. What should I do? Hey, fuck this guy, man. They just grab each other. They just start going at it. Nah, that's sick, man. Like, that's awesome. I love that shit, man. That is like the most shonen page I have seen in a minute, dude. That shit is so cool. And especially seeing Yuji win that clash and him being like, yo, like, again, the most Yuji thing ever. It's just like, what's your counter to Hollow Wicker Basket? I'm simply going to break it with my fist. So true, bestie. I am simply just going to beat the shit out of you until you can't hold on to it anymore. That makes sense. Yeah, man. This was really cool. I love like the setting that this is taking place in with the domain. It kind of reminded me like the snowy backdrop and just the start of the chapter with the two of them walking at each other. It reminded me of Guts versus Griffith. I was like, damn, dude, like this is cool. This is really sick. But yeah, man, just a really good chapter for both character and action. Of course, you know, the Nobara Copers are back in full force.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, they're believing the finger it's saved at Jujutsu High so she can use resonance on it. Yeah, it's
They're a bit funny.
They're back, man. They're back. I will say though, I have already long since accepted that she's gone, even before the fucking Akutami thing, which again, so strange. But like if Akutami brings her back, that is the funniest day of Twitter I think I'll ever see. That's fucking hilarious.
You're trying to psych us out.
Yeah, that would actually be fucking hysterical if that happened. But yeah, I genuinely don't know what the finger could mean. We'll just have to wait and see, man. I mean, the shit is reaching a climax next week. Thank God it is not on break, so we'll see it in a couple days. But yeah, man, I'm really happy with this chapter. This is a good one.
I do want to hear y'all's take on something because there's something about the chapter I'm like really conflicted on.
Okay.
And normally, it's a good thing to engage within a story, but normally when I criticize something, it does not really have much to do with like its messaging. I feel like generally that gets away from the conversation about the quality of the story itself.
Mm-hmm.
But I think for stuff like this, it's kind of warranted because everything about this moment with Yuji is presented as a good moment of character growth for him and empathizing and understanding with people who don't have the same strength as him. And I've seen a lot of people also bring this up in relation to how he handled the situation with Junpei and how this is a growth from that moment. But I also can't help but feel like it's kind of weird messaging. Like, yeah, man, shit sucks. You should die, honestly. Like, I get it. Like, that's weird, right?
I can totally understand that. Yeah.
I feel like if you have any theming around, like, giving up on life, and the message is anything aside from, nah, don't, that's a little, like, I don't really fuck with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's, again, I don't generally engage with a story in this way because it does take away from just the discussion. But it's kind of a serious enough topic.
No, for sure it is. Because I was kind of feeling like a similar way, with him just being like, I think the whole thing for it is just like I think what the whole thing is just like trying to understand people and like still reaching that hand out and things like that. But I think the whole messaging of like Megumi can't really be saved unless he wants to, I think that definitely has a place, but I think it can be very strange. I definitely agree. I definitely agree.
I can totally understand that. Like, yeah, you can't save someone if they want to be saved, but I can also understand someone like reading this who's going through like a really hard time and thinking, yeah, other people don't understand what I'm going through. They should be, empathizing with me and like not telling me to keep going. Like I could see someone taking that away. And I guess that's not like necessarily Akutami's responsibility. It is just a very serious topic, and I guess that's why I felt like, I don't know, discussing y'all's opinions on it.
Yeah, I think it really depends on if Megumi like survives or not. Because like you can still like save him if you want, but like I do think the overall message of just like it starts with you. Like it starts with you wanting to seek out that help. It starts with you wanting to seek out that change. I think that is a good message if Megumi does survive. It's very interesting to see it, like if he doesn't, I'm wondering how it's going to be handled. Like I'm wondering how Akutami is going to do this. Because man, like even the whole thing with Yuji's granddad, where he's just like, I can understand, like the whole, like comparing it to what was happening with him, where he was just like, he was gonna die, and there was like no way to really prevent that. And before it was like, well, I probably would have just like kept going, but at the same time, I can understand, like, hey, if I'm gonna die, I don't want to deal with any of the harsh stuff. I have to just accept it. Like, it's my time to go. So I'm wondering if like how they could possibly present that again, or I guess like in a way that would make sense with Megumi choosing to die, especially in this chapter, since you had him fight back and him saying like, oh, his soul is back or whatever, like he's starting to fight back. So I'm not sure, honestly, because I don't really know, because we didn't really get to see Megumi's response to that, to what Yuji was saying. The most we got was Yuji saying like, it's gonna be lonely without you. So I'm not really sure, honestly. I am not really sure.
I think that the stuff with his grandpa definitely helps in terms of context, because that's not a like giving up on life. That's more like, man, I'm gonna die anyway.
Yeah,
fuck, that sucks. That is definitely a situation that is a lot more complicated.
For sure. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It's definitely some very serious subject matter. So
Right.
I think how it's approached in a story is worth talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Agreed.
I had I mean, fucking, after all, I had similar feelings about some of the topics with MHA, so like I totally get it. Like, it makes sense. It really just depends on how it's handled. And I'm hoping that Akutami like sticks the landing on this, because I do think that this is like amazing character writing for Yuji, but
from Yuji's perspective, this is really good.
Yeah,
I agree,
absolutely.
but, like, that empathy and understanding is good for his character.
For sure. Yeah. But it really depends on what he does with Megumi. So, hey, we're gonna see. We're gonna see if Megumi can lock in, or like, if he doesn't, how the fuck do you handle that? Because you're like on a tightrope with that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, other than that, good chapter. Hopefully, we get to see Megumi get saved, and we get to figure out what the hell is gonna go on with that finger. We're gonna see.
Yeah. Soon.
But yeah, do you guys want to move on to the next one, or do you have anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, let me look through some of these comments then, and then we can get moved on. Let me see. You don't understand, Yuji. We need to continue the Fushiguro bloodline.
I was thinking of that meme, yeah.
We need to understand. We need to fucking do this, man. It's like the for anyone else who plays Resident Evil, like, out there, it's just like, Leon, you don't get it. Please, you have to fuck Claire. We need to continue the Redfield bloodline, man. Please. Hey, man, that's just how it is. I just wish we saw more of the real Sumiki. That's the only thing dampening my investment in Megumi, considering that's... Yeah, absolutely agree. It's...
Do not give a fuck about her.
Yeah, it's really disappointing, because I was recently, I've been rereading JJK and taking notes on it for videos, and like, it's sad because Megumi, like, when Sumiki first gets cursed, he like has this whole mindset. It's just like, I don't give a shit about good people. I don't like bad people. I don't know who the hell I'm supposed to save. And then Sumiki goes into a curse, or she gets cursed rather. She goes into a coma, and Megumi is just like, damn. All right, I guess I'm wrong. Wake up. It's like, no, wait, like, how did you get to this point? Like, show us the fucking development towards this point. Like, what do you know? Megumi, come back. There's still so much you can see. Like, but that's just it. Megumi on his Chris Redfield. Hey, man. Hey, I'm happy somebody else gets it. Thank you. I don't dislike the way Megumi has been handled. I understand, for Trucity. Let me see. No break week on JJK, thank God. Yeah, for true. I'm so happy. The last few chapters have been good, but it's too little too late. I've been checked out on this for a while now. Taco, I found your ult.
Yeah, man.
Let me see. I get it, though. I totally understand. Like, the last couple of chapters have been great for me, but, like, holy, bro. Holy, bro. We went through some bullshit to get here. God damn, man. Let me see. Malevolent isn't even mentioned in the raw. The translator is just drunk. Damn. Let me see. Yuji better hope Sukuna didn't get that domain off. Nah, bro. That nigga's nose is bleeding. His brain is cooked. It's fucking over at this point. I think it's a similar thing to when fucking Gokotsu came in, where he activated domain and then he was like, wait, what the fuck is that? I think it's gonna be a similar thing where, like, he looks at him, he's like, why are your fingers missing? Which is funny because, like, why would Sukuna think that? You just slashed the gauntlet off, which, by the way, it's a gauntlet. We fucking realize that now. And we just never addressed Yuji's arms this whole fucking time. We never said, like, oh, these are gauntlets, guys. These are cursed tools. No, I mean, many people just assumed this was the side effect of eating his brothers. But no, yeah. It's just a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet, guys. Glad nobody had anything to say about that. Glad nobody talked about that. But hey, whatever. It was just very funny to see Sukuna be like, yeah, I cut his finger, or I cut his hand. Wait, why are his fingers missing? I don't know, man. Probably because you just cut there. Like, why do you care? But hey, man, it's gonna lead to some good stuff. So you know what? I'll let it rock. Let me see. He did the same translation mistake in 247. Yeah, that's probably when he called fucking Maharaga Malevolent Shrine.
Oh my god.
God, man, John Weary is ass.
How do you fuck that up? Like, here, look, I'm not a professional translator, so like, I'm not gonna stand on a high horse. That seems like hard to mess up, right? Like,
it's egregious, man. Something? It's egregious, bro. The Google Translate goes crazy, man. Google Translate goes crazy.
Maharaga isn't even a word you gotta translate. You just gotta like put it in English letters.
Bro, listen, man. When you're using Google Translate, hey man, shit can get messed up sometimes. So excited for the final battle. Gege is gonna make the final fight, chapter 267. Longer pages with a colorful cover, similar to Yuji and Mahito's fight ending. So next week, Gege is not releasing any spoilers. Interesting. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna avoid, like, just not be on Twitter next week for when leaks come out, because it's like, if it's the end of the fight, I kind of want to read that like blind.
Fair, very fair. Let me see. Yuji will forever be a bum in my eyes, and my deceased king Yuta is the one true GOAT in the series. I will forever be Yuji's biggest hater. Hey, Zero, pick your mans up first before you start talking about Yuji. That nigga is that nigga is still honk shoe on the floor right now, bro. Controller disconnected. Pick your mans up. God damn. Yuji and Sukuna said muda muda muda. That shit was lit, bro. That shit was awesome. I love that shit. The fingers in real life. True. The fingers in real life damage Japan. True. And very true. It's like 60 kilometers for where Sukuna is. Hey man, I ain't got the fucking location like that, but true. I agree. Rika should have eaten Nobara's corpse so Yuta could do soul damage while Gojo fought Sukuna. Yuta already knows how to do soul damage. I mean, I understand what you mean, but like
the resonance.
Yeah, like the resonance. But yeah, Yuta already knows how to do soul damage thanks to fucking Yuki's cookbook. God, I wish Yuki was still alive. Jesus Christ. But yeah. I get what you mean. Yuta with resonance? Nah, bro, that'd be broken.
Yuta
max output resonance? Oh my god, bro, max output?
A max output. He would cut off your arm, do a max output resonance on it, and then eat it.
Yeah, bro, could you imagine that combo? Like, you get hit with max output Jacob's Ladder, and then he just like, all right, bitch, boom. Like, resonance right after that? Nah, Sukuna would be hooked, bro. It would genuinely be Jover, Raover, every sort of over you can think of, man. It's done. Let me see. Sukuna versus Gojo had to be a 1v1. Yuta can't join, otherwise he'd get neg diffed like Ryu. True, man. What a fraud. What a loser.
What a fraud.
Enough about my sadness from JJK. My washed goat sailor is truly him. The old man sailor truly has a wonderful podcast, even though you are both frauds at the current moment. Damn, bro. That's fucked up. But thank you for the compliments. As backhanded as they are. Thank you. The shit on his arms was a curse tool the whole time. Yeah, man. That's so...
It's just weird. It's just so weird.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Yeah. There's a big difference between I understand you and I understand you, but you gotta lock in. Yeah, man. Like, hey, man, I understand what you're going through, but sit the fuck up, man. Gamer stance. We need you. Lock in, man. Jesus. Through some impromptu binding vows, Gege Akutami remembered how to write. Yeah, he's like, oh, man, I'm kind of getting this shit back, man. I'm getting the hang of this ultra instinct. Let me see. It was cooler when we thought they were a part of him. I'm not gonna lie, I like Yuji having his regular arms. I shan't cap, because goddamn, bro. Them shits was kind of ugly. They were kind of ugly, man. If it was just like, if they didn't have like the weird fucking disc thing on the side, and it was just like the muscle gauntlets, that shit would be cool. I'd fuck with those. But instead, they're like kind of weird and ugly.
Bro ain't in a fight to look pretty, the fuck?
Yeah, but I care about the drip.
Crap.
I care about it. I'm an onlooker. You know what I'm saying? I'm not locked in like that for the fight, you know? It's fucking fashion souls in here, man. You gotta dress up in the best stuff. Let me see. I love how Sukuna gets irrationally angry at Yuji. Yeah, man. I love how Sukuna is just like, this nigga looked down on me. You know what? I'm killing everybody. Fuck it. Everybody is dying. I don't care. Like, it's all your fault, you bitch. Yeah. I love how he's just like, yeah, you were talking all that bullshit about humanity, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever, nigga. They're all dying. Fuck you. It's your fault. I don't even care. I ain't care. I wasn't even going to do it until you were on bullshit, man. Yeah, man. Why do you think Yuji is missing another finger? I don't know. I wish I knew. I'm assuming, I mean, it could be a situation where it's like Yuji gave one of his fingers to Yuta, and that's why, like, the Sukuna finger is there. But, like, at the same time, I genuinely don't fucking know. I think it would be... Because if Yuta got a technique that didn't even engrave on Yuji yet, like, that would be fucking ridiculous. So I do think Yuta just ate it, but, like, I don't know.
W eater.
Yeah, W eater, man. He's a real eater. But I don't fucking know, man. I have no idea. Well, genuinely, we're just gonna have to wait and see. I got no idea.
All right. We'll see.
Next chapter starts with Uraume holding Hakari's head. Bro, if that happens, again, Twitter field day. That would be so funny. That would be so fucking funny, man. Yeah, if we cut back to a Hakari and Uraume like ever again, I just like fall to my knees. But I don't think that's gonna happen, luckily. But I imagine, like, I think it genuinely is gonna be what I was saying like a while ago, where it was like the fight ends, Uraume looks over and it's like, oh, Sukuna-sama, and then Hakari just punches him, and then that's how it ends. I think it's just that, but hey, man, whatever. I'm excited to see what we have next in store for JJK. But anyway, excuse me. That is enough about that. Let us move on to our next set of chapters. Black Clover Chapter 372 and 373. Fellas, how are we feeling about this one?
My only complaint is that they weren't longer. But then again, with this whole schedule we got going,
yeah, the
that's going to be
schedule
expected.
Weird, because we get nothing for several months, and then it's like 2 chapters that you read in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So it feels
other
like such a short fight, even connected to what we have already. I'll be honest, I like these chapters. I think they're
the
solid.
content itself is great. Like, I love this whole Silva family dynamic we got going now. You got the formerly bratty siblings actually learning and understand their younger sister better, accepting their faults and trying to grow past that. I think that's really great character writing.
I like that they actually apologized to her.
Mm.
I like both these chapters. I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah.
But admittedly, my memory of everything that like happened before isn't super great because I haven't read those chapters since they came out. So maybe if I read it like all the way through, I would feel differently. But just getting these two chapters out of nowhere after like months, I thought they were both really good.
Hence the reason why I'm just saying I wish we had more.
Yeah, well, bro wants to spend time with his kids, so like, calm down.
Amen.
I got you.
Kids
No,
are
I
overrated.
get it.
What were we
I
talking
get where
about?
you're coming from, because like, yeah, it'd be nice if this fight was a bit longer. These two chapters were kind of the bulk of it anyway already.
Bro's yawning. He's bored, bro. He hates Black Clover.
Yeah, it does that to me.
Fake
I'm
fan.
not gonna lie.
Damn. Nah, man. I like these
Okay.
ones. I shan't cap. I like these chapters a lot. I went to the bathroom. I'm sorry. I went to the bathroom. I was like, they're talking a lot. I gotta go.
I think I'm a little mixed on these chapters. I like everything with the Silva family and everything.
Mhm.
I think like maybe this is just a problem with just that I have with this arc, because I think the idea of bringing back these people as like enemies to face is a really cool idea for drama, but like they're just they are just literally brainwashed versions of them, and I feel like there just isn't really a whole lot to do with that aside from sparking the conflict within the characters. Like having to fight their mom is good because it works for sparking that drama with the Silva family and helping them get that closure and that catharsis with their conflict, right? Like, it does a good job at that. That's what it's there for. I did not really care about like Acier as a character in this fight. Like, she just kind of doesn't, like, I don't feel, she felt more like a plot device than a character to me.
Really?
And yeah, I mean, because it's like she has the very classic, like, oh my, her lines, she has some dialogue with them and everything, but it's nothing I wouldn't have already like expected. Like, oh, I'm proud of you guys, I'm happy to see you, how strong you've gotten. Like I think just the very basic mom stuff.
Maybe I'm misreading what you're saying, but I think the way I'm interpreting it is you wish there was just more emotion from her point of view.
It's just
because she's brainwashed. She's not really emoting like a mother would.
So like she's saying the
she...
basic mom lines, but I just don't think it's interesting. Like I just don't think it's an interesting conflict personally, like from her side of things, because she can't. Because she's brainwashed, she can't be conflicted, So it's maybe I think it's just a problem I have with just the premise of this arc, where it's like I don't think it can be very interesting from the side of the antagonists. It's everything is on the protagonist characters to kind of carry the emotional weight and drama of the fights. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I agree. I think there was plenty for Acier.
It's just when I think of the greatest fights, like in Shonen, it's because I am deeply invested in both sides of it.
I'm inclined to agree with Zenith on this one. And like I think I do see what he means when you say she's a plot device, because like as far as her actual character goes, I feel like we already got everything we needed to just from other people's accounts of her. So I don't think there was really much else we could dive into with her. Like, yes, it would have been nice for her to have a more emotional reaction, but because of the nature of this arc, we weren't really going to get that.
I think that's
like
not the nature of the arc at all. I think that's just
Exactly,
because
that's-
the legacy,
Well-
it's the legacy of her children. And we've also gotten like stuff about her in the previous arcs as well. We've learned a lot about Acier over the course of Black Clover, whether that be through her children and their responses to like Noelle, for example, or just in last arc, we had fucking whatever her name is, the crazy girl from the Dark Triad, and her connection with Acier, and that leading back to Noelle as well.
I think
Yeah, I'm not
for
denying.
me, what I'm thinking, like what the way I see it is like they're fighting their mom, but they're not really fighting their mom. It's not really their mom.
Exactly. It's
Really? I think there
Yeah,
was...
because it's not. It's
No, because
she's
the
not
whole
acting
thing...
like how she.
No,
would
she
be.
is. I think that's the reason why the conflict is such a big thing. Because of what's going on. Because, well, I think it was like either Solid or Nebra, one of them, where they were thinking about their cowardice and they thought about how their mother was always there to support them and be there for them. And hearing their mom say, hey, he's going to create a world we can all be together. We can be like a family and all this other stuff. That in itself was very comforting to Nebra or Solid, whoever he was talking to, because that's something that their mother would say.
But I don't think it is something their mother would say.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If their mother was, if this was really their mother, she would never think that that is good.
Okay.
My
This is the impression I've gotten
yeah.
based on the type of character she is. I don't think she would, because here's the thing: we've gotten like familial conflicts before in other manga. I think what makes those good is it's not like a brainwashed interpretation of that character. It's them. If they're evil, it's because they're actually evil. Or if they're doing awful things, it's because they genuinely believe it's the right thing to do. This is a zombie that is just pretending to be their mom, saying things that their mom might say, but it's not really their mom. Their mom wouldn't actually believe that this is like the right thing to do.
Okay.
Just where I'm coming from with all this, because I don't think it's a completely fair criticism. I understand that that's not what the arc itself is trying to do. I'm just trying to explain why it's not hitting for me as a premise. That's all I'm doing. You know, I think it's on paper a cool idea to have them fight their old dead family members. I mean, the same thing is happening with you know, like as it's being mentioned in the chat right now, like Morgan and Noct and stuff like that. Like, and I think that's a cool idea on paper, but because it's not really them as who they are, because they're brainwashed, and because they're already, you know, they were already dead, a lot of the drama on that side is taken off. You know, there's no like, oh, I can't kill my own mom, because, you know, they already dead. Like, they can't do it. They're there to do what they got to do. And because it's not actually their mom, because their mom is a good person and wouldn't fight them if it actually was her, there's not really a great, you know, dramatic dynamic going on there. Again, my whole thing is I like it when there's a meaningful clash, but because of how these conflicts are set up, a lot of the drama is carried on the side of the protagonists. And what the antagonists do here is just sort of spark the internal conflict. And, like, that's fine. It's just, I'm just trying to explain why it doesn't hit for me personally as much as it might for others. That's literally my entire thing. I honestly didn't expect it to be a whole conversation.
Yeah, I'm just surprised because I feel like there is like the drama between like the family as a whole here. But like I was just kind of surprised to hear the opinions.
I like the
that's
drama
not the
between the
case.
siblings.
Yeah,
I just-
exactly. That's my point.
Yeah.
The family are the protagonists in this fight.
I like these fights. I thought
I think it's a
these were
good fight. I like a lot of
chapters.
the abilities. This is again just me like explaining a thing I don't like about. The
I
premise of-
understand. I
yeah,
understand.
like,
You're good.
think it's a
It's
good
one of
fight.
those things
Yeah.
where it's. I think the family dynamic between the siblings is good. I think these chapters are good. But Acier herself, it's like I don't think anything would be lost if she was like a fucking robot. Like I don't think it matters really that like.
But
I think
I don't think
he's
that's
not-
true at all.
She's not like really carrying the fight, like Xena said. It's the siblings that are really making it impactful.
I don't think
Right.
that's true at all. And like you can argue that for Acier being a plot device, but it had to be Acier for this fight. For this entire thing to be set up, it had to be Acier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it could have just been it could have been Acier. It could have been a character that just looks like her. If it was
Sure.
realistically, if it was a character, it's like, oh, you look just like my mom. It would have been like a similar thing.
Sure, I guess.
Okay, that's funny.
Sure.
I mean, really though, she doesn't really act like
Sure.
her mom.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if
Okay.
I'd go that
Sure.
far, but
Hey, man. Okay. Good chapters. Good chapters. End of the conflict for the Silvas, I thought was very good.
I mean, yeah, we get a lot of cool, like, there's a lot of cool usages of their abilities. I like the whole, like, mist to obscure everything so they can get a chance to talk things out. The whole, as it was brought up earlier, the Silva surfer form is pretty sick. There's a lot of cool, a good variety of spells from Noelle, too. Like, as a fight, it's really cool.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are good chapters.
I would say so.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. Do you guys have anything else you want to say, or do we want to move on?
I mean, so that's probably just, the conclusion to Noelle's character and everything, right?
I'd say so.
That's a big thing, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a
I'm satisfied in terms
good
of the
arc with
character.
her.
Sure.
Yeah.
I feel like I dragged everything down a little bit.
I wouldn't say
I'm
you
getting
dragged
this thing.
everything
You're
down.
fine.
I'm just very surprised, is all.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be a whole thing. My
I
bad,
am just
fella.
very surprised, is all. But hey, that's how it is.
That's how it is. All right.
Hey, this is how it goes.
All right.
Let's move on to
we'll
Chainsaw
talk
Man.
about it again in a few months.
Yeah, let's move on to Chainsaw Man. What did you guys
Sorry,
think about
Black
this
Clover
one?
fans. Chainsaw Man was cool.
yeah. No, I thought this chapter was actually really interesting because we actually just got to see his erasure ability in action and how that affects the world.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like,
That poor
you
Alex.
think with the erasure of ears, it'd be, like, way more disastrous, but I thought it was interesting about how, like the world seemed to find a way of compensating for that. Because, like, hearing, no one lost their actual hearing, and telephones and shit like that still existed, and even ear picks still existed. It just, like, is used as a decoration now. So I thought it was really interesting to see that.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that he got rid of the ears, and then everyone was like, "Well, they're gonna come back because you can't just do the rest of the series without ears."
Yeah.
And then he gets rid of the mouse, and he doesn't have a mouth, so it's like, how are they gonna make him throw it up?
He has to shit it out.
So, like,
He can't eat anything else, but he also can't throw anything else up.
so like they're gonna fix it
I mean,
somehow.
they'll have
'Cause
to
you
gut
can't
him.
just have him not be able to eat anything or anyone be able to talk for the rest of the series. That makes
I
me
mean, the
wonder,
only way-
like, how the fuck
I
are they
mean-
gonna do this?
I think what's gonna happen.
Oh, well, that's easy. They're going to cut him open
yeah,
and
they're
then
gonna
gut
cut
him.
him open, and it's gonna
Okay.
be really fitting given, Chainsaw Devil. What we've already gone over what chainsaws were originally for. It's for cutting someone open.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. But God, by the way, my man got off screen.
I always knew he was a bum, bro.
His octopus just disappeared,
Yeah.
and he was with
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah. Yoshida
Like-
is cooked.
Yoshida's cooked.
Yeah, it's over.
I always knew he was a bum.
I will say this whole thing with the primal fear is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Cause like, what a dickhead. Yeah, man, I don't mind like being forever erased. That's cool. Genuinely no attachment to life. Honestly, I do it for free. I want you to kill a whole lot of people though.
Yeah. Want you to murder
Well, I mean, they
children,
are
please.
devils.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Devils are such dickheads. It's
I think
great. It's so
I mean,
terrible.
I don't think that comes as a surprise, but
It's not. It's just it's so ridiculous.
It's insane, yeah. Shout
It's
out
like-
Wet Napkin real quick for the 5, saying a lot of people
Cool.
wanted to know how Fami will eat without a mouth. This is Fujimoto we're talking about. No, the fuck you don't. Hey, man. Just gonna, I don't know, just gonna eat through armpits or some bullshit. I don't know. We're just gonna see it.
Weird.
Oh, I'm
very-
sorry. Do
very-
you want her to eat with her butthole? Like, what do you want her to do?
No, that was very Fujimoto. I respect it. I respect it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the one chick's name? The public
Fumiko?
safety. Fumiko. Thank you. Weirdly important,
Yeah, I hate that.
right? Right, like she's. I am getting strong nepo baby vibes. I got
Nepo baby.
There is no other reason for her to be this important.
Where the hell?
yeah,
Anything to show she deserves this kind of relevance.
Bro, she like connects or she like collects like fingernails or some shit. You don't think that's worthy?
It's worthy to be in a Fujimoto manga. That's about it.
Oh, there you go. Guess what we're in. But yeah, I was not expecting Fumiko to be that important. But hey, man, I guess after the heel turn where she's just like a certified fucking weirdo, then I guess here we are. We're just here to chat with Fumiko. I think Fumiko being the face of public safety here makes a lot of sense because of her just being so unsympathetic to people and their emotions. Like, this isn't the first time she's fucking left children to die. Hello, Nayuta. But yeah, just her being the one to just be like, hey, man, you know, we got this contract, you know, like, it can really help us become immortal. And then they're like, well, will it really? She's like, actually, we don't really know, but like it's a good one, right? Like you should take it. You should take the contract.
I don't think they would work at all because like think about it. Like yes, you would erase aging, and then that would probably mean like everyone just stops aging. Like they'd just be the same age they are now. But unless you erase a death devil, I don't think it'd lead to immortality.
Well, it would take a way to die out because you couldn't die of aging if you don't age.
Yeah. For sure.
So
You just have to get murdered.
I was gonna bring this up because this is really interesting. I wonder if this isn't just a plan to like make people age more. I wonder if this is meant to tie into the whole Death Devil plan. Because I imagine the Death Devil gets a lot weaker when aging is gone.
That's actually a fair possibility. I didn't think of that.
Because like
That's probably
honestly, like if the most inevitable form of death is removed from the earth, like, hell, there's gonna be a lot of people who welcome it. Like, love it. Like, hell yeah, man. I've lived for, like, a while. I'm good.
bajillion years.
Yeah, we're good, you know. We're done. So I think this is really gonna tie into that plot. I'm really interested in how... Because there's a lot of characters with different motivations here. We have public safety, and they're doing their thing. We're not totally clear on what their thing is, but it's a lot of nonsense, you know? Like, right now, this whole thing with the aging devil, it's like immortality. Basic fucking thing. But they are doing a lot of classic securing power type of stuff. A lot of really messed up stuff to do it. We have Fami, who, like... is weirdly tied to a lot of things because she's been shown to be tied to the Church of Chainsaw Man, which is like tied to the Weapon Devils and their whole plan to like get rid of the Death Devil. Am I following right? Am I getting anything wrong so far?
I think you're good.
Yeah, I think you're about
I'm
money.
TikTok.
I'm wondering, and this might have been confirmed already, or maybe I'm completely off base. Totally possible in both directions. But, like, is it possible that, like, Fami and the public, you know, public safety are kind of in league with each other?
They have to be.
has kind of been going their way like this entire time.
Yeah, they gotta be.
Right, like even though Fami invaded the public safety facility, it's like that didn't really matter because public safety already got what they wanted from Denji.
Yeah.
And now this whole thing with him transforming, and it seems to be their plan. Like, they were ready for him to transform, which was Fami's plan, was to get him to transform.
Yeah.
So,
right.
like, everything is working out exactly how these characters wanted in the end.
Yeah.
And that's really interesting.
They are absolutely in league with each other. Yeah, I've been thinking that for a minute now. They gotta be.
I didn't feel strongly about it until now. You know,
understandable. Yeah, they're definitely working together. I was honestly gonna be more surprised if they weren't, especially since Fami had that connection with Barham, and Barham, obviously, the fact that he can just fucking summon public safety, which is like, okay, well, he probably has a connection to them. Yeah, I think they're definitely working together. As for what they could want, I'm thinking it could definitely lead back into the Death Devil plan. I'm imagining it does, just because they're trying to fight. Like, that's their ultimate end goal. I doubt they'd be like, okay, you know, we have Black Chainsaw Man, now let's go fight the fucking final boss of the manga. I would not be surprised if it's not I would not be surprised if it's a methodical process. Because that seems very much in line for a character like Fami. But we gonna see, honestly. We gonna see. I am overjoyed that Yoshida got off-screen and erased. Damn. Overjoyed is kind of crazy, bro. Damn, what did Yoshi P do to you, man? Damn. It's fucked up.
He's gonna show up next chapter and kill Denji.
Yeah, he's gonna be the one who cuts him open.
Yeah.
You may have erased my devil, but, like, I'm still here.
By the way, we did not, like, get to talk about this last time because we didn't have a podcast for last chapter. Octopus is so weirdly strong. This is, like, a weird topic within the Chainsaw Man community, but, like, Yoshida's contract is so good for no reason. Because he constantly whips out the tentacle, right?
Hey, yo.
With seemingly no cost. Seemingly no cost, and it's weirdly strong.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he got off-screened after, so, like, that's not gonna matter.
I was waiting for that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter anymore, so that's kind of why it's funny.
It's a bleach ability, it's really strong, but it's done fuck all, ever.
Whoa, not too much. It made him look cool in that one panel where he was fighting Quan Chi.
That is true. You know, I'll give you that.
It gave him some aura, so I guess it is a bleach ability. It gives you aura, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything except make the character look cool one time.
We can't keep fucking doing this, man. We're shitting on Bleach a lot this podcast, man. I love Bleach, I promise.
I can't help it, man. I fucking hate manga, dude. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, I fucking hate this shit, man.
I fucking hate manga, man.
Hey, man, it's okay. Are you reading Blue Box? I'm catching up on Blue Box. That's a good manga.
Dude, Blue Box is so fucking good, right? But you need to read Hema 10.
What's that?
It's the new rom-com in Shonen.
It's a new rom-com.
Oh, it's the new one? How many chapters?
Like so far,
6 chapters.
It's like 4 chapters. Right. So, it's 4? I thought it was already at 4.
It's 6.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Either way, it's recent. And it's pretty good.
It's brand new. It's pretty good. I think me and Sky are the only two well, Silver is, I guess, reading it too, but.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll have to check that one out then. Let me fucking look at that in the
line. But I don't like shonen. I just like rom-coms, bro.
You're so real for that, man. God. What were we talking about? Abyss fiction?
Chainsaw Man.
Okay. But yeah, man. I cannot get over just like the threat that the old dude had, because of course the old nigga is like, we should get rid of old aging devil. That sounds good to me.
That dude.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Oh, he doesn't give a shit about the rest of this
Fuck
stuff.
no, he's just thinking about himself. We gotta get rid of the old. He's like, hey, if we get rid of the old age devil, we won't die of old age. He's like, wait a minute, I'm old. Yeah, let's do that. And the one guy being just like, hey, like gather up all those people, gather up the 10,000 children that we need to murder. And he's like, bro, I can't do that. Like that's children. What the fuck? He's like, oh, so you want your kids to be a part of it, right? What? Like what? Like just that emphasis of being like, you have 4 kids, right? He's like, yeah, I have 4 kids. No, you have 4 kids, right? He's like, oh, all right, fuck.
I mean, you gotta give the guy credit for trying. Like he tried to stand up for it.
I'm
He
gonna
at least
be
tried.
real, bro. Guy like me, I would have beat that old motherfucker's ass right there in front of everyone, bro.
I would have
I
slapped the
would
shit
have
out of that nigga.
dude. I would have fucked him up, dude. That motherfucker. Oh my god. I would literally be like, "What did you say?"
I would have hit that nigga with a bicycle kick, bro. On Kami.
I genuinely think a solid punch would kill him. He's on 1 HP anyway, bro. Like I would fuck him up.
Right, bro. Hell no. Tip his wheelchair over. That's enough to kill him. Boom. Yeah, man. That shit was fucked up. I was like, dude, that is like some of the most horrible shit I have like ever read. Like, and it's just a simple threat like that. The implications of it, it's like, Jesus Christ, man. And like that juxtaposed by just like, yeah, we're gonna get the kids together, and Fumiko being like, okay, she pulls out her fucking flip phone, about to call everybody, so hype. It's like, god damn, bro. God
Yeah, another day in the Fujimoto community.
It genuinely pissed me off.
Yeah, man, it's fucked up. Like Fumiko just being like, okay. It's like, man, fuck you, man. I hate Fumiko. God, I hate Fumiko, man. She's so lame, man. Why couldn't she be like nice? Like, man, back when,
Chainsaw Man.
I know, but like,
There are no nice people in
fuck,
Chainsaw Man.
man. Like back when she was like genuinely like a weirdo, but like a kind person. Like I was like, oh man, I really like Fumiko. Like her speech to Denji and Naito, I was like, this is genuinely sweet. But then she turned out to be a fucking Hello Kitty girl, and now I'm pissed. I hate this shit.
Bro, name one genuinely kind-hearted individual in Chainsaw Man.
Aki.
He was kind of an asshole.
He was.
I guess so,
But
yeah.
he developed
He's
it.
the closest
Listen, I was
we
about
got.
to say, that's the closest we got. That is the closest we fucking got.
I can't give you super kind-hearted, but I can give you a nice guy who's
I was
kind of
about to
a
say,
dick.
you
That's
can
like
give
the
me like a
closest I can give you.
good, yeah, you know? There was...
Morally upstanding. He's just kind of a prick about it.
Yeah, there was there was the Yakuza guy. According to Katana Man, he's a good dude. He only killed
That's
a few
true.
kids.
He was a great man.
Yeah.
I think there was a bit of bias there, but you know, I could be wrong.
Maybe. There's Himino, she's trying to get Aki out of there, she was willing to sacrifice a few people, but it's,
Yeah. If I say anything, I'll be in big trouble.
What, you don't want a certified lover boy, certified pedophile? You don't want to bring that up?
I wasn't going to.
Hey man, she a fan, but it's the closest we got to a good person in Chainsaw Man, dude.
You want a good person? Closest I can give you is a groomer. Like that's that's about it, bro.
Hey man,
We had Aki.
Yeah, we had Aki. We could potentially have Asa in the future when she gets done her fucking loser arc, Maybe she actually wants to be like a better person. There's that. Fucking...
Right, but at that point, would she really be Asa?
Yeah, I mean...
It's like it comes back onto Jujutsu Kaisen, I think. Are you Asa because you're a loser, or are you a loser because you're Asa?
I just imagine fucking Yoru saying that shit. God damn, bro. But yeah, man. There's some slightly upstanding citizens in Chainsaw Man. You just gotta look hard to find them, Come on over to the Chainsaw Man community. We have good people like a dead nigga, a groomer, and a few other people, They're cool.
Notice he didn't name the other people.
Bro, I was just saying, we have Well, we
Bro,
have,
capped it off with etc. Bro. We got more people.
bro. We got more people. You just gotta trust. You gotta read into it, and you gotta fucking read, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
This is a
That
really,
reading comprehension.
Yeah,
This is a
right.
really good. I really like Chainsaw Man where it's at right now.
Same,
Yeah.
man. Shit's
It's
really good.
exciting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've been this excited about it since the chapter where we got the Death Devil reveal plan thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
Yeah.
been a minute.
Yeah.
Before, I felt like I had no idea where we were going, but like in a negative way. But now I feel like I have no idea where we're going, but like in a positive way.
That's the best way to
Absolutely,
describe
I
it.
mean,
Yeah. That's the best way to describe it. Yeah. It's very good. Is very good. Watch the
Very
Death
good.
Devil be the only decent person in the verse. That'd be funny.
Genuinely, like, I'm so curious how Death is going to be portrayed in the series. Because,
Mhm.
like, I mean, I'm just thinking about, like, Fujimoto's previous work, right? Fire Punch, where it's like,
Ass.
literally the whole premise is the main character can't die, and that is, like, the root of all their problems. So, you know, I feel like there's not an entirely negative outlook here.
Hey man, we just have to prevent that from happening, because if that happens, then Chainsaw Man just becomes bad. But yeah, we just gotta prevent that, and I'm locked in. I'm locked in to prevent that. So fellas, if Death is hot, do we forgive her?
Yes,
Of
of
course.
course.
I
I
feel
mean,
like,
yeah,
he's going to do it.
yeah. Hot girl tackle. Real hot
When
girl
have
shit.
we ever not forgave a bad bitch, bro? Like, let's be fucking real.
Yeah, man,
So
come
on.
on.
So
It's a
real.
Chainsaw Man.
I can't wait for the not too much on Death Devil comments when she gets
I can't
revealed.
wait for the hear me out comments.
And the Death Devil is about to be the most nefarious bitch ever. It's just gonna be like, hold on now, not too much. Stand behind me, Death Devil. I shall protect you. I shall protect you from the slander. Hold on, man. Not too much. Hey, man, and I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to be on the front lines, you know? If she's not a tall goth woman, then, like, we have failed as a fucking
No,
society.
I want y'all to know the day I stop simping over bad bitches is the day I'm no longer me. Y'all need to execute me right there on the fucking spot. Don't let me go anywhere else, though. Just
Y'all
fucking
need
kill
to
me. Put me out of my
kill
business.
me, man. Y'all gonna have to take me out, because that ain't me no more. Damn, bro. That's real shit. That's real shit. That's
Yeah,
the
real
realest shit
shit,
we've
man.
said on this podcast, man. That's real shit.
Yeah, man.
Are you guys ready to move on to the final chapter of the week, or do you guys want to say anything else about Chainsaw Man?
I
Fucking
think
crazy,
we covered
man.
everything we need to right now.
Yeah.
Give me Silver. Give
Oh.
me your best chainsaw sound effect.
Insane.
You don't have to. It's okay.
Bro felt bad.
That's all I got.
You could that one because I was like, I thought it'd be funny, but then I was like, well, what if he does it?
Damn,
can't
bro, you're
have
just
that.
answering your question, man.
I know, but like, you know, I don't want to peer pressure my good friend Silver.
That's
Bro,
a fucking
on
lie.
Just live too. Like, damn. By the way,
That's
just
a
last thing, the fucking panel before it, like page before it shows their mouths are gone, is so funny.
Yeah, I really like.
Yeah,
I love
that
what
was
was
very
done.
funny. Also, I guess we'll talk about the quick thing. Denji getting rid of the devil specifically connected to like past traumas he's had. Really
Oh
cool.
yeah, I've seen a lot
Yeah.
of people talk.
Really
about
cool.
That.
Yeah, because I was thinking the same thing. So it's nice to see other people on Twitter think about that.
Fixed now.
What?
He's fixed now, bro. He doesn't have any
Yeah.
past trauma. It didn't happen.
I'm tired of women telling me they can fix me. I'll do it myself.
Bro is gonna wake up like he just had a spa day. Like it's gonna be the most refreshing.
Bro, why ever pay for therapy, bro? This is so much easier.
It's just erase.
In the year of our Lord 2024, I am erasing you as a concept if I don't deem you worthy of my life.
You know what it's like? It's like the beginning of Saboti when they meet Kami the mermaid for the first time, and Zoro sees her, and he's like, "Oh, a mermaid! I've never met one before." And I think in the anime it has like old lady Kokoro or whatever her name is, the old lady mermaid from Ace Lobby, and it just fucking she just like erases from existence.
Yeah.
And Chopper's like, he erased her from his memory.
Hell no, bro. We were erasing that one. It never fucking happened, man. It never fucking
mermaid.
happened.
I've never seen one before.
Hey, man, we love a gaslighting king, man. We love that. So yeah. I'm glad my boy Denji, he decided to fucking fix himself, taking care of himself. Take care of your mental health, fellas. Erase things as a concept if they're a fucking deterrent to your mental health. I think that's a good thing to do.
Yeah, man.
Make
That's
everyone
totally not going to be like the antithesis of what the series is about.
Yeah, bro, if you have a problem with something, make it disappear on like a global scale. Like nobody has ever heard of the concept before. This is just how it is, man. This is just how it is. But
it's funny. No, this
Okay.
straight up. Just one more thing. It's so funny because I don't think the mouth devil was like a part of this whole altercation. So he just tracked that fucker down.
nah,
I mean,
because
maybe he
what a
was.
fuck, like, I'm thinking about this now, right? If this is our plan, like, okay, we're gonna have Denji transform. We gotta send our top agents to go try to make him bleed. What the fuck are y'all sending the ear devil for? What is wrong with y'all niggas? Like, thank God he threw him up. But, like, why the fuck would y'all get rid of, like, yeah, let's throw ears out there. Let's throw another one of our senses out there. Fuck it. Why not? Let's go. Like,
It
bro.
worked.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, barely. Barely.
It worked. It worked.
That nigga was looking cooked. We just barely got him back, but hey, we gonna see. We gonna see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess let's transition into the final chapter of the week. I know a lot of people were waiting for it. Kagurabachi Chapter 45. Fellas, how are we feeling about this?
Start of a new arc, we're here.
Yeah.
Feels good.
I thought it was so adorable to see the newfound family all playing fucking Street Fighter
Chilling.
5. I thought I was not expecting that at all. Seeing them all getting up and just they're all just playing video games. I was like, this is the greatest manga I've ever read in my life.
The group is definitely getting bigger and bigger every arc.
I'm so
Yeah.
fucking happy with that too, man. I love that. It's so great. Yeah, man, it's really cool. I mean, we've brought it up before. Plenty of people have brought it up before, but Chihiro being like, nah, man, let's get the swords. We're gonna throw them in the storehouse. This shit's gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good. I'm so happy. Yeah, it's just I'm really looking forward to seeing what the Kamunabi has to offer, especially even just getting like the little eye catchers of the swordsmen that they have there and like the different locations they reside in. I was like, oh my god, these look so stylish. Like I am so fucking excited to go to some of these places, man. Oh my god. But yeah, man,
I
good
can't
stuff.
wait to see them get destroyed in Chihido's fight.
Bro, not too much on Tafuku, okay?
I think the sword bearers look really cool.
Oh yeah.
I really wanted to like learn more about them and meet all of them. They're so sick looking.
Yeah, man, they look really dope. Hold on, let me pull up the one page.
It's also interesting because these, I don't know if it was ever stated before, but these are specifically the people that his dad chose.
He chose.
Like,
Mhm.
he didn't make the. I feel like that puts a lot more weight into what they're like.
Yeah.
Because, like, I
Yeah.
kind of just thought, like, yeah, I made the swords, and then, like, maybe the Kaminabi handed them out to their dudes,
Right,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'll admit I forgot that detail, because, like, I remember there was a Shinuchi that got stolen, but I thought that was the same case for the other swords, too. It was like, all
Yeah,
of them
we
were
just
stolen
didn't
aside from
know.
Enten.
We just didn't know, like, what the deal was, like, how they got to where they are, at least as far as I remember.
I don't think
Yeah.
we did.
So this
Yeah.
it's really interesting because I think what they're like is going to be really meaningful to Chihiro and what his perception of his dad's decisions are.
Yep, I was gonna bring that up. I also, I was gonna bring it up too, but Wet Napkin already beat me to it. The fact that they're talking like, oh yeah, Inazuma says thank you, and Chihiro's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's Mr. Inazuma. That's Mr. Inazuma to you. Okay. All right. That's big Mr. Inazuma to you.
And he's like, cool name.
Yeah, right. Like he's not even mad. He's like, oh, that's cool as shit. I like that. I dig that, man. That's really cool. I also really love Shiva, like him talking about like, hey man, we should really think about different outcomes, you know? Like we should think about how we move now that we know that Hishaku are doing X, Y, and Z. And you know, he like looks at he looks at Hiyuki, he's like, maybe we shouldn't join the Kamunabi. She's like, yeah, what the fuck are you trying to say? You're joining the Kamunabi. You're putting on the fucking uniform. What the fuck do you mean not join the Kamunabi? What are you doing? Huh? Y'all gotta get with the program. He's joining us. I thought that was very funny. It is interesting. I mean, I could be looking into this way too much, but the fact that the Hishaku leader had like old Japanese armor in like their little hideout, could this be that they were like a part of that big ass war that happened forever ago, and like we're gonna see like why they're doing their whole big thing? I mean, like I don't know what's going on, but I would not be surprised if they were also somehow involved in this for some weird reason. It'll be interesting to see, though. It'll be interesting to see their ties to the war, whether they like played a part in starting it, played a part in finishing it. I don't know.
I think my headcanon is one day he just woke up and was like, man, I'm gonna just start being nefarious for no reason.
Hey man, in the modern age of shonen magazine, the modern age of shonen battle manga rather, that's like very apropos.
Yeah.
Niggas just wake up and just be like, I think it'd be neat if I was evil. And that's it. That's about it.
I mean, I respect it.
I respect it too, man. Sometimes it is fun to just do it. Like Kenjaku being like, why do I want to merge all of humanity together? Because I think it'd be funny. What are you going to do about it? Like,
Bro, for the
cool.
let's get it.
For the lols.
Yeah, right? I mean, hey,
Let's
man.
do it.
Not everybody can be fucking Aizen, so I can respect it when people are like, I just think it's cool. But yeah. I'm interested to see what their motivation is, especially since much more prominence is being placed on them because things are going as how they planned it out to be. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Speaking of Aizen, I saw a really funny tech talk a couple of days ago. I sent it to Sosuke, where it was like the panel of Asa's hand where it's like covered in the cum. And then it cuts to Aizen like flicking his hair back, and then it goes into like a full blown like Aizen edit with like hard ass music and everything. It was really sick.
What the hell?
Nah, bro, that's fucking insane, man. The most I saw, it was like a fucking Twitter meme of some DoorDasher named Aizen, and it was Aizen with a bag of McDonald's. Like, that's all I fucking saw. You see a slick back coom hair Aizen is insane, bro. Jesus Christ. But yeah, man. Shout out to Aizen. We're just, again, it's just back on shitting on Bleach, man. What the hell is this podcast, man?
What do you mean? That was a compliment. I said it was a cool edit.
I don't think it was.
You did. You said it was hard.
Bro, I was fucking, oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. When do you think we'll learn John Hishaku's name? Bro, I think he just revealed it. It's John Hishaku.
Dude, yeah, I love that meme. I'm gonna keep calling him that.
John Hishaku. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's his name. Like, it doesn't even matter what his actual fucking name
Johnny
is. At this point.
Hishaku.
I will say, if he's cool enough, he will deserve his own name. Because, like, for the first, like, 10 chapters, Chihiro was just Kagurabachi to me. You know, like, I'm not...
Damn!
So, like...
Kagurabachi, you gotta earn
But he
your
earned
name.
having a name, you know?
Damn,
being
bro. Yeah, I mean, that's true. He's really cool.
Alright, I don't think I can find that edit.
Oh,
Damn.
I bet you just fucking fever dreamed that
The
shit.
West has fallen. I wouldn't be surprised. Fucking Taco's so brain rotted to hell. He probably just thought about that in a dream.
Whoa.
What do you mean, whoa, 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 nigga? What's a whoa about you?
I fucking found
Oh
it.
my god.
Oh, but I can't save it. Oh well.
Just send the link. Send the link. We are not pulling that shit up in chat.
Anyway.
Yeah, man. I thought this chapter was both quite funny and quite informative. It's cool to really see Hiyuki and Chihiro working together. I'm excited to see what he says in order to convince them that he should join. Because they're, as far as they know, they're just like, you just a random nigga, bro. What the hell?
I think it's really interesting because the situation has just kept getting more complicated. And
Yeah.
as Chihiro's views get more complicated, the situation matches that. Because now he has to contend with all these different viewpoints on what to do with the swords, how to get them, all these different people with their own agendas. The fact that the Kaminabi aren't entirely trustworthy either, but he kind of needs them. It's a really complicated situation.
Yeah.
This chapter does a good job of presenting just how nuanced everything is right now, and how like vague the options are.
I'm
Love
also
their plan though.
Oh yeah.
Go on, sorry.
Absolutely. I was gonna say I'm also kind of nervous because fucking Tafuku said this shit had menacing kanji around it. He was just like, yeah, you know, there are other alternatives for than like sealing away the sword. We could just use it. I was like, oh no. Oh no,
Yeah, no,
bro.
for real.
Oh
And
no.
that's the big thing is, I
man.
mean, like
Oh yes.
what's great about the swords and how they're
The
used.
Human
Like,
Exterminator 9000.
The nigga Annihilator 5000. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
yeah, it's all good. Just like how the usage of power, you know, is essentially what this series is about. Like, who has the right and authority to wield power?
Yeah.
And this, I feel like this arc is gonna just really delve into that, really call that to question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good arc start. Yeah, I'm excited.
Really good arc start, man. Yeah. God, I am so fucking nervous to see like what they plan to do with this, because it's just like, all right, guys, we've secured the nuke. How do we use it? You know, like, oh man, it's scary. I also really like the bit of world building where the Kamunabi, they're spread out all over the place. So that's why they were so light on forces, and that's the reason why the Kamunabi were like, maybe we should just, you know, let this human auction continue, because like, hey, we won't get hurt. It kind of makes sense as to why they do that now. Still not great, obviously, but yeah, it makes more sense as to why they'd be more willing than usual to give in to the Rakuzaichi. So that was nice. It's gonna be interesting to see how the rest of the Kamunabi move in accordance to like what's going on. Like as we meet the rest of the sword bearers, or like if they die or something like that. It's gonna be really interesting. Especially since again the fucking Hishaku is just like, all right, this is what we wanted. Let's get started. So, hey man, they're really gonna have to gear up and start getting shit in motion in order to combat them. So, we gonna see what they got. But yeah, really good start of the arc. I like it a lot. Is there anything else you fellas would like to say about this chapter before we get the hell up out of here?
I sent that video to General whenever you guys want to watch it.
Chapter 45 chapters, not a single bad one.
Chapter 45, let's go.
Day 45.
Give it up for day 45. Yeah, man. I want to say that the out of the sword wielders, the top dude with the glasses and the slits, I think he looks fucking cool. I can't wait to meet him. I'm very interested to see everyone, obviously. I mean, they all got some fucked up shit going on, except for the girl here in the middle. I don't know, maybe she's got some other scars on her body, but it seems like everyone else is kind of fucked up. So we're gonna see. Oh god damn. Jess coming in with a 20 saying I came in really late. Hey man, better late than never. The podcast will still be like, it should go right up as soon as we end stream, so you can go back and look. I'll add the timestamps. You'll have to look in the description for the timestamps, but you know, we'll fucking they'll be there for you. Hiyuki Gamer, hey man, she just like me for real. She just like me.
With this chapter, I feel like, I don't know. I'm the more I think about it, the more hyped I am for just the future of this series. Because, like, for example, just page 12 where it's showing the swordsmen that were chosen. Like, anything could be done with these characters.
Yep.
Like, they could be potential allies for Chihiro. Some of them could be antagonists. Like, we don't know. They could just die. Anything could happen to them.
No, never.
You know what I'm saying, though. Like, like these are characters that are clearly going to be important because they have, like, designs.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just.
They got aura, bro.
They got that shit on.
Generally, a good way to know if a writer's going to utilize a character is if they actually tried when designing them.
Well, I mean, spinning back to Bleach again, Squad Zero is a thing, so.
Dude, oh my god, the setup of the century, bro. Here's the thing, dude. You said that, anyone could have said any series, and it would have cooked the fuck out of it.
Yeah. I mean, the anime has already done such an amazing job with Squad Zero, so, like, I'm hyped to see what else.
So cool in the anime.
They're so fucking sick, bro. Oh my god, I can't wait to see what else they do.
Talk about redemption.
God, they fucking needed that.
When I'm in a
really
biggest bomb competition and my opponent's a Squad Zero.
Fuck no. God damn,
somehow
bro.
we end it all with bagging on Bleach again.
God, man. Fucking shout out Bleach though. I love me some Bleach.
Yeah, I love Bleach.
Dude,
that a solid half of that series is really good.
I really like everything unless your name is the Fullbring arc. Then if you're the Fullbring arc, you can go to hell. You can go to hell and die.
All right.
But yeah, everything else about Bleach is pretty good. I like it. But anyway,
Soul Society was awesome though.
oh yeah, I mean that's like
I saw a
non-contention.
tweet. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I saw a tweet yesterday where it was just like a bait tweet where it was like, I'm convinced, like I've never seen anyone have like a good criticism of Ichigo as a character. And obviously it had a bunch of replies. And one reply was like, I'm sorry if I'm misremembering, but like, didn't he like have sex with his sisters? And the original poster just replied with question mark, like a billion question mark. Like, what?
Nigga, what are you saying? Hell nah, bro. That nigga wasn't reading Bleach. He was reading something else, bro. That nigga was reading soap. That nigga was reading detergent. That nigga was reading fucking Pine Sol.
I was trying to end the podcast on something positive for Bleach. Why did you bring that shit up? Why?
Bro, it is funny.
It was funny, yeah.
It was very funny. I saw one recently where it's like, man, is any other villain in anime doing what Sukuna has done? And like, boy, that was a setup for a punchline on duct tape, bro. Holy shit, they got cooked. But yeah, this W bait Twitter, I guess. W bait Twitter. Hi Silva. Hello. But yeah, we're gonna get the F up out of here. I'm going to go back to what doujin was he reading, bro? He's reading this. I don't know, fucking something. I don't fucking know. But anyway,
the chapter extras.
He's reading the SBS. We're gonna get the F up out of here. I have to make dinner and then proceed to go back to my shrine and pray that this AOT video gets cleared soon. So let us know down below what your favorite chapter of the week was. Doesn't have to be anything that we talked about on the podcast. Obviously, it could be something like Blue Lock, Blue Box, Kill Blue, Grand Blue, Blue Beetle, fucking Hematen, fucking Dandadan, fucking what other series is popular? I don't know. Fucking My Dress Up Darling. Yes, sir.
My Dress Up Darling had a really good chapter.
Yes, sir. That's that shit right there. Make sure it's My Dress Up Darling, man. My Dress Up Darling is so good. God. Y'all gonna see. I'm gonna make videos on My Dress Up Darling. Y'all gonna see the fucking vision. But anyway, let us know down below. All that good stuff. We appreciate you for coming out. Like the stream. And goodbye. Mwah! And good